Let's get right into the plays I have for today. First player we're going to look at Sabonis points. His prop is 19.5. You can see he's a pretty heavy favorite to go over 19.5, minus 140. They're playing Phoenix. Let's look a little closer at this. Last 10 games, Sabonis have smashed the over in his prop 50% of the time against Phoenix. 1 out of 3 times on the road, both home games, two road games, 1 home game. He didn't go over. Let's see where they're playing at tonight. The game is in Sacramento. I don't really think that makes too much of a difference. As you can see, red means good for Phoenix. They're pretty good. 3 points allowed, field goal percentage allowed, points allowed. Free throws allowed, not that good. The other categories are pretty middle of the road, pretty decent defense. Definitely have to do more research. Like I say, it seems like the bettors like him to go over minus 140. Prop is 19.5. You can get that prop on PrizePicks also. Let's look for the season here. Let's look at his last 30. Last 30, 43% of the time. So he's doing better in his last 10, 50% of the time. Right on the line here, gotta do a little bit more research. Sacramento's favored about 3.5 in home. The second player I'm looking at is Dillon Brooks. You're looking at his assist. His prop is 1.5. As you can see, he's a 199 favorite to go over against Houston. He's went over this prop 2 straight games. You will not get this prop on PrizePicks. You will not get any assist prop for him on PrizePicks. But this is something to definitely look at. Brooks, are you fading here, or do you taking against a bad Houston defense? I'm looking at taking the over on this, but I do not do any betting of more than minus 200. See where the line is at, see what you can get it at. I think if you can get it from anywhere between minus 150 to minus 200, it's a decent bet to make on the over. If you can find a reason to fade him here, it would be good. His last 30, he's went over this prop 63% of the time. His last 10, like I say, he's killing it 70% of the time. So you may be paying $2 to make $1 here, but it may be worth it in this situation. Third player I'm looking at is going to be Siakam from Toronto. We're looking at his rebounds. His prop on the night is 8.5. His projection is 8.88. Pretty heavy favorite to go under minus 145, even though he's beat this streak 4 straight games. Defensive rank not good for Detroit. Let's look at this a little bit closer. He's went over this prop in his last 4 games, as I mentioned. If you look at the stats over here, rebounds allowed, offensive rebounds allowed, defensive rebounds allowed. Against the power forward defense, Detroit is one of the worst in the league. To me, that helps me lean toward the over on this, but I see what they're looking at here is he hasn't done well versus Detroit. Against Detroit, he has 8, which would give us a push on PrizePicks, because PrizePicks is giving the line at 8. So if you get 8, you still win on PrizePicks. The line at the books is 8.5. Game back in February, he only had 4. So I'm definitely still considering him for 8 rebounds. And this game is in Toronto, favored by 14.5. The last pick I'm looking at is going to be Brook Lopez playing Utah. Looking at his points, rebounds, and assists. The line is 24.5. The projection is 33.74. Huge difference between projection and the line. Almost 10 full points. It's actually 9.24. He's favored minus 120 to go over. Let's look at Brook a little closer. You can see he smashed his prop in 7 out of his last 10 games. He had a streak there where he got him in 6 straight prior to the last one where he had 13 against Sacramento Spurs. Let's see. And his minutes were down that game, 24.9 minutes. Looked like he should have normal minutes tonight. Milwaukee's favored by 9 on the road. Utah's going to play him tough. Against Utah this year, he had 27 points, rebound, assists in their only meeting. So, again, look at it closer, see what you like. 2 things I do like. He had a bad game last game. I love players coming off a bad game. to go over. And he's just playing very well right now. Brook Lopez is one of their MVPs this season. Last 30 games, he's hit it 50% of the time. And again, on the last 10, he's hit it 70% of the time. So definitely consider Brook Lopez. You can probably look at his points and rebounds also. Actually, the line on PrizePicks for points, rebounds, and assists is 29.5. So definitely something I'm looking at. He will be considered tonight as one of the players that I'm going to focus on. Go ahead and like, subscribe, comment. All those things be greatly appreciated. You can get my premium plays down on Patreon, running across the screen, plus it's down in the description. That's all I have for today. Until the next video, peace.